Kia ora, Helen Brahms here coming to you live from Mesa in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling start to Winning Wednesday. Yes, this is one of my favorite days of the week. We get to celebrate, and I love being able to celebrate. So, what are your wins today? Let us know in the comments below so we can celebrate your wins with you. No matter how big or small they are, a win is a win. And some people might think that you might think it's a small win. Others may see it as a monumental win. So different perspective on different things. So 5 things about having that winning mindset. One is work on your craft. It's not a hobby. If you're doing something that you are passionate about, dig deep, go deep. And that means learning, doing that continuing education, keeping up, learning the skills. Don't rely on your talent alone or your passion alone. You have to nurture it. It's like when you plant a seed, you've got to nurture it for it to sprout and grow. It's the same thing. Your passion is your seed. Oh, sorry, I got a dog on my foot. Your passion is your seed that you need to plant, and the nurturing is all of the stuff that you are learning to take you deeper into your craft, deeper into your passion, so that it can thrive and grow, and you can be the best at what it is that you're the best at. The second thing is perseverance. Be consistent. Persevere through the tough times. We're in the middle of tough times. For some people, this is very tough times. For me, I'm finding it full of abundance and opportunity. I'm refusing to see it as a tough time because, well, there is that book that's called Tough Times Don't Last. Is it Tough People Last But Tough? What is it? About tough times don't last but tough people do. Yes, I can hear you, sweetie girl. So persevere, get through those tough times. Yes, you may have to shrink your business for a little bit, but keep it going. Be persistent, and keep that perseverance going. Small steps, big goals, baby steps. Hey, little one, big goals, baby steps. Training you, baby steps. 10 minutes a day with her. Yes, I know. She wants her ears scratched. Is that what you want? Yeah, you want some loving. Oh, that's easy to do. So, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I really don't like that analogy because I don't like eating elephants. They're great creatures. But anyway, so think of, you've got your big dreams, you've got your vision, you've got your goals in that. One step at a time, baby steps. Keep that movement moving forward. Don't stop. Even if it's just half a shuffle forward, as long as it's forward momentum, keep it going. Be persistent. Stay true to your vision. Be optimistic against the odds. So whatever vision you have in your head for your business or your life or whatever it is that your goal is that you're going after, whatever that vision is, stay true to that vision. There will be all things that will come at you from left and right and up and down and around and everywhere that will be battling against you to try and knock that vision out of your head. This is when you know that you're on the right path. Your true vision, get that true vision going and go for it. Stay optimistic against all odds. People are sort of like telling me that I shouldn't, that maybe I should go find a job. I am finding work. I'm finding work wherever I can. Is my business up and running where I want it to be? No, but I have a vision for my business and I'm staying true to that vision. It might mean that in the meantime, I have to get work from other sources in order to keep my vision alive because of the times that we're in and everything else. But, stay true to that vision. I'm working it like crazy, working that vision like crazy. But at the same time, I'm allowing room in my life to have other sources of income coming in to help me through these times. So I'm staying optimistic. I'm staying true to my vision of what I want my business, my genealogy business to look like. If I could fine art it down to that speciality that I want, then it would be golden. But right now I'm just looking at a general genealogy business and I'm studying the different branches of genealogy to determine which speciality do I want to focus on and start. I mean, forensics absolutely fascinates the crap out of me, being a forensics genealogist. That just fascinates me. Then there's being an heir genealogist where you go, where you're getting into the DNA and you're getting into not only the DNA, but you also get into the family tree as well and digging and finding those lost relatives and that sort of thing as well. So there's 2 areas I am very, very interested in, is deciding, am I going to go for one or am I going to specialize in both? Can I specialize in both? That's the other question. So it's very interesting, but I am staying true to my vision of wanting to have a very successful genealogy business. I've been doing it over 40 years. I've been helping people for the last 20 years do their trees. I just turned it into a business. Uh, take action. Number 5, take action. Unless you take action, you're not going to go anywhere. You can sit down and you can pen out the most perfect business you can possibly think of. But until you take action, the business that you start is going to do 100% better than the one in your head that never gets started. You can visualize your business out, you can plan it out, and you can do all of that. But unless you take action, it will not materialize. So production before perfection. If you wait until you have the perfect plan, the perfect vision, my vision is this is what it looks like right now, but I know that I want to expand that vision. So I'm not stuck on that vision. I'm out there, I'm doing it, I'm paving it, I'm learning more about the specialities that I'm interested in to see which way I want to actually go in the specialities. But I'm taking action. This is a dream. This has actually been a dream of mine for a while. Somebody's turned around and said, if you didn't have a travel business, what would you do? And I automatically said genealogy. So the vision has always been there. I am now taking action to make it happen. The business is up and it's running. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Could it do some improvement? Absolutely. What's my specialty? No idea. But I'm in action. When you are in action, things happen. When you're out there and you're doing it, you get the break. Yes, am I going to have breakdowns? Absolutely. I've already had some breakdowns. Now I've worked out what I need to fix in my process to help me not have those breakdowns anymore. So I'm having breakdowns, but then I'm having breakthroughs. So being in action is the only way that you're going to perfect your business. Your business will never be perfect, but the only way you can get there with it is taking that perfect plan out of your head and just putting things into action. It doesn't matter. You all know how I've told the story before about how I got started in the business. It was a dirty start. A dirty start is no business name, no logo, no website, just a Google form that I put out there. Within 4 days of being challenged to have it up and running by Friday. I got issued the challenge on a Saturday to have it up and running by Friday. It didn't matter what the Google name was. It didn't matter what the business name was. It didn't matter what the domain name was. I didn't have a logo. Nothing. People will wait until they get all of that in place, and they could miss the opportunities. So I had my Google form up and running by Wednesday. I was in business. Wednesday also happens to be the same day that, with the help of my mastermind group, I solidified the name. I went and bought the domain name and got all of that up and running on the same day. So, and my logo, I have not had a logo until recently. I sat down in Canva the other day and played around and came up with a logo, put it in my mastermind group, said, what do you think of that? They gave me some feedback, made a couple of changes. Now I have a logo. So it's a pretty cool one. It's got a dog digging under a tree, which is supposed to be Zeffy. So I now have the logo. I've been in business since May. And it's now December. I finally have a logo. Production before perfection. You're not, like we always say, the actions that you take are going to get 100% more response than the perfect idea that's sitting in your head that you never take action on. So get out there, get it done. Even if it's something as simple as doing a Facebook Live once a day for 30 days, or once a day for a year, or I'm now doing I'm going for 3 years. I'm on day 504. Got over 1,000 videos on Facebook, on YouTube already, just between Zeffy's adventures and my adventures. We've got about 1,000 videos up there in 504 days. Pretty cool, huh? But it was being persistent. When I was first challenged to do a year, I was sort of like, yeah, okay, I can do that. And then I didn't realize that, hang on, that's 365. No, wait, 2020 is a leap year, so it's 366. Damn, I got cheated into doing an extra day. I thought, yeah, I can do this. I can do this. And I committed to doing it. And I persevered and I was persistent. I was consistent. There was a couple of times we had no internet connection. I was like, damn, they're going to ruin my trick of doing a Facebook Live a day. So my workaround when I'm in an area where I do not have internet connectivity, where I have no cell phone service, is to record a video at the regular time so that I'm staying consistent on the time, and then post it as soon as I get internet access. And there's been 2 days in the first 366 that I had to do that because we were at one place and my dad says, you know where the back of Beyond is? I go, yeah. He goes, we're beyond that. I said, yep, we are. We were in the middle of nowhere, no internet access. The closest place that had internet access was a mile on the other side of the camp. This is how huge this campground was a mile away from our campsite on the other side of the campground, where we may get cell phone service because they had a booster for the particular service, that carrier that we had. So it wasn't even guaranteed that if I walked that mile over there, I would even be able to do a Facebook Live. So I was just like, right, I'm going to record it at my normal time, and we're going to post it as soon as we get up, and that's going to be that's still going to count because I'm doing it live at the time, because I was live on my video. So that's how I have handled not having internet access. Not sure what's going to happen when I go traveling and go through different time zones, like, for example, flying from the US down to New Zealand. Because I skip a day when I get to New Zealand. Did you know that? That I skip a day? But when I get to New Zealand, I can still do it New Zealand time at the same time that it is here in the States. So as long as I know my time differences and stuff, and I can get on and do my lives, we're golden. But yeah, so those are the 5 things for having a winning mindset, is to work on your craft. It's not a hobby, it is a business. So don't just rely on the talents and a little bit that you know. Keep the continuing education going. Get in there. If there's certifications, go for them. If it's attending workshops, attending seminars, attending online classes, whatever it is that you need to do to hone your craft, get it done. Don't just rely on your talent. Oh, I'm really good at doing this. You've got to fine-tune your skills. Technology changes, things change, resources change. You have to be able to change with the times. Perseverance, just persevere, be persistent, and persevere through no matter what's happening, what crap is going on around in the world. Persevere, get through it, and work your way through whatever challenges come up. Small steps. Big goals are only going to get achieved. You're only going to achieve big goals by baby steps. You're not going to achieve it in leaps and bounds. Excuse me. It's going to be one step at a time. If you think of a ladder, how do you get to the top? You don't just jump up and land 10 and then take another leap and land the next 10 and then you're on the roof. No, you take one step at a time to get up that ladder onto the roof. How do you get to the top of a staircase? Same thing, one step at a time. Okay, some do 2 steps at a time, but they're still small steps when you think about it in the big picture. Stay true to your vision. Be optimistic against all odds. And number 5, take action. Production before perfection. Get out there, get it done. You want to start a business? Start it. If you can start it with a Google form and no business name and no website or anything, get it done. Just get out there and get it done. Start spreading the word. If you're going to do as a Google form, what I did in my dirty launch is I did an opening, came up with pricing, came up with the packages, and then put out an opening day special for my genealogy business out there with an opening special that was going to last. I think I had a 2-week special on it because it was the middle of the month, so it's going to last until the end of the month. And then by then I would have my website up, I would have the domain name, I would have the logo, I would have everything. But my website's been up and running since about the Friday after I got challenged to do that. And I still don't have my logo on there because I just finished my logo, and that was back in May that I started this business. So we're 7 months in, and I only just now got a logo. Production before perfection. And I already have clients and working on family trees for people. So, had I waited until everything was perfect and it took me 7 months to get a logo, and I was only just now starting my business, I would have missed some of the opportunities that I have already had over the past 7 months to help people with their trees, to do the research for them. Anyway, that was my phone dinging, reminding me that I have another call that I have to get onto. So I'm going to leave you with those 5 things. Work on your craft. It's not a hobby. It is a business. Perseverance. No matter what happens, just persevere through everything. Small steps. Because big goals are achieved by baby steps. Stay true to your vision. Be optimistic against all the odds. And number 5, take action. Production before perfection. Have a super fantastic, sparkling winning Wednesday. Let us know what your wins are so we can celebrate with you. We will catch you guys later this evening. He konera.